Hi, I'm Eunice with Saliot from grade 10 Pascal. I hope that you have your ears, minds, and hearts ready for what I'm going to share with you today. Heraclitus says that the only constant in life is change. Like in our country, change is really evident from the politics, economics, technology, infrastructures, and culture. Also, the new generation is quickly adapting to these constant changes, especially now that we have social media wherein it can influence someone from any country and at any age range. As a Gen Z or a Zoomer, modern practices are a big part of my current lifestyle, something that can still be new to the earlier generations. Add that we are currently in a pandemic, which made me more reliant on the virtual world, wherein most of the time you will either see me facing my phone or my laptop doing schoolworks and catching up on social media. But to be honest, even before the pandemic, I was already attached to the newer technology, and as well as to what is always trending, just like the way I dress, in which I try to dress according to what is new and different. I remember whenever we visit a relative's house, they would always tell me that I'm always on my phone and not really engaging on family conversations, which again is partially true. Because yes, I use my phone most of the time, and I always think that a kid's opinion won't really matter. But at the same time, I try to be affectionate to them. But one thing that I have realized from my experiences with my relatives is that it shows how our generation is truly a big leap from the past generations, the millennials, Generation X, and especially from the boomers. Not just by basing on the decades or years, but the past generations are able to see the lifestyles of the Gen Zs as something that is so different that sometimes they find that difference as disrespectful or it is not according to the culture we have, especially as Filipinos. Having this, some of them are able to make and have stereotypes about our generation. As I was researching this topic, I encountered an article that was made by an American internet media, news, and entertainment company called BuzzFeed. It shows the thoughts of other generations to Gen Z. These thoughts can be negative or positive. Some of them say that this generation is smart and well informed, but at the same time, some of them claim that this generation is too sensitive, and how the people in this generation refuse to acknowledge the activists of the previous generations. And adding to that are the things that I mentioned earlier, on how my relatives coming from past generations keep emphasizing how our generation cannot live without our personal gadgets, and us being too introverted and disclosed with our thoughts and feelings. They also think that we are busy living the typical teen life in a romantic teen movie or drama where we get to romanticize on having a love life. Personally, I do get tired of hearing these things, and especially on how my relatives say this often whenever they see me. But as a part of this generation, how do we act on these? Probably some of us would just simply rant on Twitter and wait for other Gen Zs to comment about how they can also relate to the situation. Or we would call a friend or our peers to tell how older people are not knowledgeable and how they keep pushing their own beliefs and lifestyle to our very own. But eventually, I realized that we should break this social stigma to our generation with wisdom. But you may ask, how are we going to show wisdom to the people who are literally wiser than us based on experience and knowledge in life? They say that wisdom is knowledge applied. And yes, I believe that regardless of age, we all do have the knowledge from our experiences. We learn and grow from our mistakes and bad experiences. And so, with the help of all the life lessons we have learned at our age, we are able to overcome some problems and issues we may face, such as generational issues and the pressure that we encounter from other people. Based on my experiences regarding this issue, it is best for us to exemplify our generation well, not by being a typical Gen Z, but being you is the best version that you could show earlier generations how beautiful change is. As someone who may be younger when it comes to age, let us be a salt and light to the people around us and allow them to see the hope for the upcoming generations.